Welcome back. Today, we'll be talking about faith over fear. Fear is one of the most primal human emotions. It is a loud, intrusive passenger that tries to take the wheel of our lives, whispering, "What if?" until our peace is dismantled. In the waiting season, fear often takes the form of a shadow fear of being forgotten, fear of never being enough, and the crushing fear that our current pain is permanent. But for the believer, fear is not a stop sign. It is a signal to activate a higher frequency. Faith is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to trust God while the fear is still present. As Isaiah 41:10 commands, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God." We often feel guilty for being afraid, as if our fear is a sign of spiritual failure. But Christ is deeply compassionate toward our trembling. He knows the fragility of the human heart because he walked in a human body. When the disciples were in a boat tossed by a violent storm, they were terrified. They didn't have perfect peace. They had a panic attack. Christ did not stand on the shore and lecture them from a distance. He stepped into the storm, walked on the very waves that threatened to drown them, and said, "Take courage. It is I. Don't be afraid." Matthew 14:27. He understands that fear feels like drowning, and he offers his hand as the ultimate lifeline. To move from fear to faith, the heart must navigate 5 specific emotional shifts. God meets us in the now. We move from control to surrender in letting go of the need to know the outcome and trusting the character of the architect. When we cannot see the blueprint, we move from silence to song, using praise as a weapon, and from isolation to intimacy, remembering that fear tries to convince us we are alone while Christ is actually closer. Then our next breath. Finally, we move from sight to vision, choosing to look at the size of our God rather than the size of our giants. Faith is a muscle that only grows when it is stretched by the presence of fear. Every time you choose to pray when you feel like worrying, or to hope when you feel like giving up, you are choosing faith over fear. You are telling the storm that it may be loud, but it is not in charge. Christ is the bridge between your fear and your breakthrough. He is the Prince of Peace who doesn't just give peace, but is peace. He understands your every nervous thought and every racing heartbeat. He is refining you in this fire, teaching you that the things you fear the most are already under his feet. To the heart that is racing today, take a deep breath. Your fear is a feeling, but your faith is a fact. God has not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:7. Walk forward today, not because the fear has vanished, but because the one who holds the stars is holding your hand. Your story does not end in the storm, it ends in the arms of the one who calmed it. Shalom.